Good afternoon, Michael here from Eel Race Road Community Group. Just going to go for a bit of a walk along the Kananook Creek Walking Trail. We're in the middle of the COVID-19 social distancing at the moment, so it's nice to get out here in the sun and go for a bit of a walk. So we're just going to go down the trail now and just show you what it's like. This is the entrance at the Eel Race Road in the northerly end, so we're going to be heading south today along the track. Most of this track is sand, a little bit of mulch in places. It's a lovely windy track through the bush. Even though we're very close to Nepean Highway and Railway Parade, you think you're in the middle of the bush here. It's lovely. It's only a narrow strip of bush, but it's really pleasant to go for a walk along here. Just through there we've got someone going along Kananook Creek in a canoe. You can just see through the trees. Nice to enjoy a bit of fresh air for a change after being inside during this isolation period. In Victoria here, we're all applying by the 1.5 metre rule for social isolating. Some people ride bikes along this track, but it's pretty sandy in places. It's really better for walking or jogging or running. Quite a few people jog along here. Vegetation along this track, most of it is tea tree and occasional coastal banksias, various heights. So it's fairly covered over, fairly sheltered track, which is quite pleasant to walk along or run. As you probably gathered, I'm just walking today. No great hurry. I think today the temperature's around 27 degrees Celsius, a lovely autumn day here in Melbourne. This trail here is actually in the suburb of Seaford, at the top end, Seaford North. Just beside us here you can see the Kananook Creek. We're very close to it. Track is quite undulating in places, which adds to its charm, and windy. Where that power pole is to the left is Railway Parade. So you can see it's quite a narrow strip of bushland through here and really needs to be protected. It's a lovely bit of bushland. Probably just hear a bus going past in the background, but still got that bush feel. Just across the creek there you can see some units and houses there on facing the Perth Highway. It's a narrow strip of buildings running along there, and in the foreground you can see the train gantries for the powering the electric trains on the Frankston line. Being the middle of the day, I'm not expecting too many people, which is good for the social isolating, and able to enjoy this track by myself. Be interesting to see if we run into anyone going the other way. Not expecting too many people at this time of day. It's usually popular first thing in the morning or just in the evening, early evening. Right, here we are at the first intersection, which is at the end of no, it's not Coolabah yet, it's just another access point. Just another access point from Railway Parade onto this trail. Just through here you can see the culverts that are used for the train to cross Kananook Creek. There's a train coming there. So that just really demonstrates the narrow trail we have here. Just enough to give you that bush feel. Light aircraft flying over the top of us here just to remind us we are in civilization, even though we feel like we're in the bush. We have lots of light planes here, Carrum being an approach point for Moorabbin Airport. A lot of aircraft come via Carrum. Okay, we're walking towards crossing, which is at the end of Coolabah Avenue. Just to our left here is where Coolabah meets Railway Parade. And there's a nice little asphalt track coming to the crossing. Just make sure there's no trains coming. Nothing from the Seaford end. Go across. I can hear the train horn in the distance. There's a train actually approaching around the corner, so we'll just keep walking. Wasn't far away. This is where the trail leaves the Riviera Hotel trail. Goes across the Kananook Creek also. And we're going to continue along the Kananook Creek Trail. You might notice quite a few trees have been cut down here. This is very close to the railway line. This is where the shared user path is going to be, following the railway line shortly by the LXRP. These stumps here don't look too good at the moment. Just unfortunately quite a few coastal banksias have been cut here, along with some tea trees. Okay, so we'll keep going towards Armstrongs Road's our next major stop. Just to our left here, just through the bushes, you might be able to see there's some signalling boxes. The LXRP recently upgraded the signalling between Carrum and Seaford, and it's all part of it, and that's where the new shared user path is going to be. Apparently. So stay tuned for a future video we'll do along the new shared user path, which will be quite a different experience to this one, I'd imagine. Another walker out enjoying the path. You know, some parts are very shady. It's quite overgrown, which is lovely. Gives you a nice canopy. Lots of birds normally in this bushland. It is lunchtime, they're probably having their afternoon siesta, I'd imagine. So we're not hearing too many right at the moment. And trust me, early or late, quite noisy from the birds, who obviously enjoy this bush area as much as we do. Maybe more, they live here all the time. Right, we've got some more people walking towards us. Let's keep our social distancing.
Cheers, mate.
Bye. No crosses on the ground, 1.5 metre crosses here, so we just have to work it out ourselves. We're approaching the Armstrongs Road crossing, where there's pedestrian crossings on both sides. The one on the north side's the main one that connects from Armstrongs Road, goes towards westerly direction towards the beach. Lovely beach down there. So that's looking east towards down Armstrongs Road. And as you can hear, there's a train coming. And I'm now on the footpath which goes down, if you follow this, down a lovely part of Seaford towards the beach. And now we're going to go into the other part of the trail, between Armstrongs Road and Station Street Seaford.